Restream looks good. This looks good. Facebook says yes. Okay, here we go. Okay. Awesome. So if you guys have any questions today, throw them in chat, raise your hands, let me know how things are. And and then we'll go through those. So if I go back to October 17th, Sam says, hey Sam, how's it going? I muted you there a second ago. But yeah, so I am Jason Urban. This is with GHL Power Tools. This is our tech call. If you got any questions, post them in the group or post them in the chat here, or even post them on Facebook if you guys are watching online too. And we'll do our best to answer any questions you guys have. So Sam says, I want to hear about your trip to high level. It was awesome. You know what? We had a ton of fun with everybody inside the entire community. And you know what? It was pretty good. There's about 1,000 people there, I think. I was talking to Sean about it. And they had 1,000 people there. Next year, they're hoping to get 1,200, and they're moving to a new venue. But the keynotes were all really good. The breakout sessions were pretty great as well. I enjoyed them. But I think the best thing, my goal for going there was to just create connections and create partnerships with other people who are doing fun things inside of high level, really. So I tried to network as much as I could, had a lot of dinners, lunches, and just meetings with everyone, and just had some really great conversations. Met some people who are doing really awesome and amazing things inside of high level, from like affiliates to SaaSpreneurs, and I got really good insight into what they've been doing to grow their brands and grow their customers. And let me tell you guys, it's not super complicated. The biggest theme throughout the entire conference was create content, create content, create content, create content, and connection with others, right? Create content and advertise for what you're doing now. If you've ever checked out our agency launch lab group calls on Mondays and Wednesdays, that's like the biggest theme that we have in here, and it's been the message that everyone's been saying really for years, is you have to create content online if you want to get customers, and you want those customers to find you online and convince themselves to buy from you before you even jump on a demo call with them. Is you need to create content. Now, there was really only, I think there was really only one session. Billy Jean at the start, the first session that he jumped on and did, was he's I think he's really one of the only ones who talked about AI and some of the things you can do to use AI, but again, to create content. Because that's one of the biggest hurdles that everyone has, right? We can go do the tech, we can go do the customers, we can talk to people when they come in, but creating the content to get our message out there so that we can serve the people that we want to serve is one of the biggest hurdles. So I've been putting together all my notes from the entire week. Last week is going to take me a few days to get those kind of things done. And yeah, that's really what we're trying to do is create more content. So we came back with a plan of to even do more content than we already do. And we do quite a bit of content because we're live streaming and doing stuff like 4 days a week. But I really want to step that up as well. So once you get to one level, I know you just, well, I'm just gonna say you just want to keep going, right? Because you can see how powerful it is. And the channels where people are getting a lot of traction is still TikTok, short form video on YouTube, and then long form video on YouTube too. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I'm going to put a thing in the notes here. It's we started a newsletter a little while ago. It's tldrhighlevel.com. And it's really it's too long didn't read. So it's kind of like a weekly recap of things that are going inside of high level, but just also other cool marketing tools, ideas, strategies that we find online, and we're sharing those with you guys too. So if you want to check that out, it's tldrhighlevel.com and join that newsletter. Um yeah, it was a really good event, and the biggest thing that I've taken away from it is just creating connections with everybody else who's doing stuff out there, right? Meeting them, talking with them, um, trying to help each other tap into everybody else's communities and then help everybody grow, right? Because there's so many um there's so many things that everybody does, and we're all like, even in here everybody has a different niche, so it doesn't hurt to help everybody because we're not really overlapping a whole lot. Courtney says, what were the most intriguing releases at the summit? Didn't they release like 200 features? Yeah, you know what, a lot of the stuff that they released aren't radical developments. A lot of the stuff that they released is just enhancements to high level already. So you can check out their blog. Their blog has a ton of stuff on there. I think it's just like if you do a search for, I think it's blog.gohighlevel.com. Or here, I'll post the thing in here, level update 2024. And they just released a replay of that talk as well. So they went through it really, really fast. But let me see here. So high level replay. Level up the replay is here. I'll just grab you guys a link for that as well. So I just saw it in my email yesterday. So that's a link to the level up replay. That's their little talk about what's going on inside of high level. And their commitment is going to be they want to just enhance the stuff that, this is what they said anyways, they want to enhance the stuff they have already inside of high level and make things a little bit easier for everyone to use, make things a little more stable. But then they're also doing kind of like what we did in January of last year, where we took all of our apps and everything and made business solutions out of them, right? Because right now, high level is, you have this a la carte system where you have all the pieces that you can put together. But if you have a specific industry, you're not really sure what I need to implement for each one of those industries, right? So what they said they're deciding to do is go through and say, hey, what kind of business are you signing up as? Like when you create a new sub account, is it for a plumber? Is it for an electrician? Is it for a hair salon? Is it for a med spa? And then they want to just have a predefined set of features where it's like, okay, well, these are the things you need for that industry, which I think will help with adoption. So you just don't have a giant overload of everything that's going on inside of high level, because they're continuing to add a ton of features. One of the coolest feature that they're releasing right away is I think it's inbound AI voice calling, or voice, yeah. So if somebody calls in, AI can take over and have a really good conversation with those people and see where they have to go or book their appointment or whichever it is. That's really neat. And they don't have outbound yet, but I did have a quick spiel with Sean there where he's like, if anybody has a use case for inbound or outbound voice calling that isn't spam, then let us know so we can consider it, right? And one of the things that I said, and I know one of our other agency owners in here said, was that when we owned our hair salons, we always had someone at the front desk who would do callbacks. So in the morning, they would come in and they would call back every person who was in the day before. Now, this applies to hair salons and service-based businesses where people are coming in, right? We would have an account, one of our front desk staff call everybody who was in the day before to follow up with them to see how they liked their hair, how they liked their services. The reason is because if anybody didn't like their service, we would know about it. But people who had a service done were more likely to tell like a third party person. They would tell another staff member that they weren't happy with their hair rather than telling the stylist themselves. So they wouldn't come back and tell Susan that they didn't like the job that she did because they don't want to hurt her feelings, right? And they don't want to make her feel sad, but they will 100% tell our front desk staff that they weren't happy, and then they could then book them in again and get everything fixed up. So that is a huge thing. Oh, Yeah, so sales, when someone raises their hand to say that I'm interested, absolutely. I think they one big thing they want to avoid is the outbound spam, because it's really easy to abuse the system once you have outbound calling from a high level. Using AI, then there's nothing really stopping you from being like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like voice call, you know, 10,000 people and try to sell them on stuff, right? And I think that's one of the big things that they want to try and avoid. So, but it's if you can get those people to call in, then in the inbound calling can totally take over. So that was kind of like the biggest newest feature that they went over. And I think they're just continuing to add more payment processors, open everything up to the API, and compete with things like school and what else? School and like Shopify and stuff like that. Really building out their online store so that it's easy to sell products in there as well. So it's kind of neat. I know James was there. James, what was your takeaway from the whole event?
Um, as far as features or as far as just
Just really
everything?
anything.
Yeah, I went to the affiliate day,
I
and
heard that was awesome.
a lot of them were still just everybody's still talking about YouTube as far as the place to have your content. Um, you know, I've
Yeah.
been on YouTube for a while. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to break into it. I mean, it's definitely done great things. Um, but as far as features go, um, I think custom objects is one
Yeah, that's really cool.
that's coming. I think until they enable workflow and form support with custom objects, I'm still trying to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't really think people will see the magic of it just yet. But I don't know why they would release it without workflows. Uh,
They've done that with a bunch of things in the
yeah,
past where they release it and then it's like, well, we can't even really use it. It's there. I'm excited about
yeah,
it, but I can't access it through workflows or anything. So what's the point?
yeah. I think I think like you said about the communities with I think isn't our DM I haven't tried our DMs available now in communities
Yeah,
that they are.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, it's kind of like you said, it's kind of like uh there's 300 new things released. It's little updates like you said, payment providers.
Yeah, they're just little things. Yeah, it's a lot of little things. There's not any big, real like groundbreaking breaking innovations that they're releasing other than like the voice AI. People have been asking, you've been asking for custom objects for years for that to happen, and they
Yeah.
finally got that rolled out. So custom objects are cool because what custom objects allow you to do is, you have contacts and you have when you're creating custom fields, you can basically create different type of attachments for different sets of data. So like a good example is you have a dentist and you want to apply like family members under a contact as a dentist, you can put their kids in and stuff like that. Or if you have like I know there's a few dog groomers that we work with. If they want to put in, they can have the contact, but then we can also create custom objects for their dogs, and the information for their dogs so that you can access that information
How
later too.
how do you see those objects showing up on the contact record? Would you kind of liken it to, I don't know, like a note or an appointment? Is it, you think would they show up in the panel?
I wonder. I have no idea right now, but I'm wondering if they show up on like in the custom field side, where on the custom fields we have like
Well,
associations. I think it's
yeah.
going to be in the association section. There's a new little place on the right-hand
Oh, is
side.
there?
Yeah, it's called this. I think that's where it's going to show up. I haven't played with it, but that's what I'm thinking.
is that on the contact record?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
looking at it
left-hand
right now.
side, where the dollar sign and the
Yeah.
appointments and all that. There's a little icon
Okay.
that's association.
Here, let's just share a
Okay.
screen right here too. So associations. Yeah, right there. So associations, go to object settings.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
So I think once you build it out, then because we have to do that thing, that dentist example that you have, we have like people who travel and the people who are traveling with them or
but
their
I
family members.
feel like, yeah, single label
You're
owner.
gonna have to make another object first. Do you
Yeah, I
have
think
any
you need to
custom
create an
objects?
object
Yes,
too.
you
So
have
I
to
think that's
create
where
the
objects are
objects
going to show
first.
up because right now under objects, like we went to custom fields. If we went to custom fields,
You have objects right above custom fields. Have you made
yeah,
any yet?
so the object is contact, right? And then we have another object which is opportunity. I feel like we're
Family.
going to be able to create another object like that.
Yep.
Um, under there. And then when you go to create custom fields, you'll see them under those object. Oh, it's just saying create an
You
association.
literally are going to have to build a database relationship with the objects, and then all the objects then associate the relationships to them to contacts, and then they all show up in contacts, is how I think of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with it. Um,
So you can't make a new object yet?
what's when I went to create a new object, it sent me over to associations.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, so under
Would
objects,
I
standard
would think
objects.
step one would be create
Maybe they
object.
just don't even have it rolled out yet. Maybe they just don't even have it rolled out where you can create a new object yet.
Hmm.
Uh,
Or is the
yeah.
association the object?
Maybe, yeah, you could try. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't had, it's like, you have to be in a
Yeah.
whole different mental space to do this, and I haven't
Yeah.
had,
Let's
I
just
just
create
haven't
an
got,
associate
like,
owner.
carved out the time. Like, I've designed what I want to do, but like playing with it, I haven't started that yet.
Well, somebody said the other day too, like, oh, we're gonna have to go through all of our things and then create new things
An
like
entirely
based on.
new set of things.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through and
did this.
so
I see a hand raise. Did Ignite Creative already get her hand?
no, I'm gonna do that right now, actually. We got Joel jumping in here as too. Um, Ignite. So yeah, you had your hand raised here. So did you have any questions or what can I
Yeah,
help you with there?
thank you. Let me just share my screen.
Sure.
I have for the smart reviews and smart referrals,
Yep.
where for some reason, I don't know why, but it creates a duplicate. When the person, can you see my screen
Yeah.
right now? Okay, so when the person leaves a review, it creates a duplicate, and it says completed campaign clicked.
Oh, okay. So you know what? We messed up when we originally created that workflow, and you can change it. What we ended up doing was, um, if you go to automations over on the left, I went
Okay,
and
sir.
updated this after I posted in. I think maybe I was talking with you in the Slack channel. There too. So if you go to automations on the left,
Okay, uh-huh.
yeah, go to automation, and then go to go to reviews, Ignite reviews there, and then uh for that one go for the campaign completed, click on review request campaign, and then yeah, just close that and then scroll right down to the bottom a little bit. Okay, create opportunity, update opportunity there. So this one says no click. So where it said
Oh, I think I took this off, allow duplicate
you
or,
don't have, yeah, so you don't have to do that, but if
oh,
we just want to make sure, so contact.name is still in there, did not leave a review. Um, yeah, so that should create opportunity, no click. So then that should be right. So as long as it has the contact name on there, or did you add that in afterwards or after we talked or
I
opportunity
don't
name?
remember talking to you
Okay, so
about this at all.
maybe somebody sent me a message earlier. It
Somebody
was about a different
else,
one.
yeah, somebody else sent you a message and I did do something.
Okay,
I went to, was it
so
create
this,
duplicate opportunity or something?
yeah, you don't have
I
to.
just shut off this was like allow duplicate opportunities,
Yeah,
and
we
I
don't.
just shut that off, but that didn't like fix anything at
It
all,
didn't
you
wouldn't
know?
have changed anything either.
Yeah. Let me see what I have here. This is what I did. I went to this, right? And I just toggled off allow duplicate opportunities. That wouldn't
Yeah,
have fixed anything. That would just make it so that it doesn't create a duplicate, but it doesn't
right.
fix the workflow.
So okay, so let's go back to your opportunities panel there again.
Okay.
So completed campaign clicked. Does that person have a name? Click on that opportunity.
Yeah, it duplicated Jennifer Davis. So what happened
Okay.
was this wasn't moved here. This stayed in new review request. I had to move it over because I didn't want her to keep getting the texts and emails.
Oh, okay.
Um, but all it did was create this and put it in completed campaign, and it just left Jennifer
Oh,
Davis
you know what?
in
It's probably because we had that duplicate opportunity on in that workflow
that thing that I
before.
this was clicked allow duplicate opportunities, but why would it
Yeah.
create like I guess because it said create opportunity. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like create slash update opportunity. I think that's is what it is. Use, let me jump over here to go check my side. Smart review snapshot. Yeah, so if you turn that off, then it probably shouldn't, probably won't do that again in the future.
Okay, so what I want to know is can I like just delete all of these extra review confirm? Like, is it gonna mess
Yeah, so
anything
that
up?
was the thing that we said in if you go to step 3 in the workflows and just add the contact in there. Yeah, it's not going to change. It won't add anything or change anything if you remove that review confirmed.
Okay, so let me see. How would I test this to make sure it's not gonna do the same? And like also like would it move? Isn't it supposed to like once they leave a review, it's supposed to move it over to, completed campaign instead of leaving it here?
Yeah, so if they confirm that
Yeah.
they in step 2, if they confirm that I think it's um if they confirm that they left a review, then it should move them over to that field without creating a duplicate.
Um, because it didn't move this one over and it didn't move
If she
this.
didn't confirm it, like so we send them a text message asking if they confirmed to confirm
Oh,
that they
okay.
left a review, and if she didn't reply yes or click the link to say that yes she did, then it wouldn't have confirmed it.
Oh, okay. So they would have to reply that they confirm, or what I can do is I can just move it over myself
You can
if
if you know that it
if I've
happens.
confirmed. Okay, I got it. Okay, that answered
Um
my question.
I just want to make sure that I'm just going looking at ours here too. Just to, I think we had the. Are you using the standalone one or are you using the?
The
Um,
stand, I just bought smart reviews and referrals.
okay, so I
That's
was
all
just
I got.
wondering if you had like because we have two different versions in there. One is just standalone reviews, but one's reviews and referrals. And I was just
Oh,
looking at the
I think it's
standalone
both.
reviews. Just does okay. So then, yeah, I just in our one here, I think we have the duplicates turned off now as well. So
Okay.
that should I think the big thing was that we didn't have the name before in front of review confirmed because we were rewriting the name for that contact and it was um
Okay.
I totally understand now that it makes more sense to do it that way.
Okay. So this is taken care of. I don't have to worry about anything, right?
I don't think so. If you do notice anything though, just shoot me a message for
I
sure.
will. I
And we'll
will.
figure it out.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You're welcome. Um Marco says hi. Nora, did you have a question?
Yes. Hi, Jason.
Hey.
So, my question was actually, we want to establish a monthly membership program where a member pays like $497 each month and will receive 1,000 points. Those points can be redeemed as, like specific services. For example, if we give 500 points for Botox, 250 points for microneedling,
Yeah.
and 50 points for lip fillers. Then, additionally, if the client don't use their points in a given month, those points would roll over to the next month,
Yep.
allowing the member to accumulate points over time while still receiving 1,000 new points each month. So this is a thing that I want to establish inside a demo account. So, can you give me an idea? How can I start to set it up?
Yeah. So
I'm
we're just,
thinking.
oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm actually thinking to create first, I was thinking to create a membership product, but since it's a demo account, so we won't have any payment integrations in there. So we won't be able to connect those. Then I just thought if we can simply create a trigger and then make it happen, the workflow can fire out or something.
Yeah, so what you'd want to do is you'd want to set it up so you do have a membership. In a demo account, you're not going to be able to um do the payment part,
Yeah.
unless you're going to hook up Stripe or and then you can put it into testing mode as well. But
Mm,
I think you're limited to the Stripe account you have for that sub account anyways. So you could either give points, use the give points webhook to give points after somebody pays. So you create a workflow where the trigger is that somebody purchases that product, and then after they
mm,
purchase that product, then you can give them points for it. Or we're rolling out a membership one right now in order to do the exact thing that you're talking about. So it would just have a webhook based on our back end. You can define which points and everything that you want to have, and you can
mm.
define those packages, and then those points would automatically roll over unless they use them. So every month that when they pay, the biggest trick here is you do add new trigger, and then you could do a is it purchase, either order form submitted for a specific one, or you
Mm.
have it is maybe it's order placed, or you can do one where you specify which product that they've purchased, and then you can give points specifically for um that product. Now it might be payment received, and then you can go into filters, global product is, and then select. I don't have any products in this sub account, but you can say whenever they purchase that product. So the payment received for that specific product can
Mhm.
trigger either a give points webhook, or you can trigger the new webhook we'll have that will give points depending on what tier level they're on. So then every month they'll earn those points, and then that'll show up in their sub account. And then based on the rewards that you created in our leaderboard. Oh, this is yeah, because I'm in the reviews one. Let's just go into restaurants here. Based on the points that you're giving there. Um, weird. Maybe we'll go to a different one. Restaurant rewards snapshot. Yeah, that should be there. None of my custom menu links are showing up on the side here for these sub accounts. So let's check that out. Okay, so you just go into our leaderboard for that sub account, and let's just go this way. Rewards. Let's pick one of those sub accounts. Here, go manage rewards, and then inside manage rewards, you can create those different rewards for those tier levels as well. I think that's what I was trying to get at. And then so they get points, and then you just create those different points, and then you'll actually be able to tie these in directly to a tiered level as well. Different tiers for different things. So those rewards you create will only show up for those specific people on that reward level.
Okay.
Does that make
So
sense?
yeah, so basically you're saying me that I'll create a product and then I can use the give points webhook.
Yeah.
And after that, we can use a trigger that triggers when a payment is submitted. So the webhook will definitely continues on its own, and the rollover thing will be happen automatically, right?
Yeah, the points would automatically roll over unless they use them because they won't, or you expire on them. But I think most states and most provinces, if somebody pays for those points, you can't expire them.
Okay, 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 done. Thank you, Jason. I'll start working on it, and if I'll have a question, I'll ask definitely.
Okay,
Thank you.
sounds good. Sunday, how are you? How are you doing? I know you had a question earlier or last week that we didn't get to about the custom values.
Yeah, still not working.
What's not working? Can you so do you want to share or?
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. So it's the let me get my screen up.
Hey babe, sorry. Can you just check?
So can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see your screen. Yep.
So I get a new purchase for the level that should get the Video Pro or the
Okay.
video option, and it's not running through the webhook. It's not giving them access to it. So we looked at all of that last time. I had a recent person. I could go and find who that is.
Okay. I can take a look here too.
So I want to say we had somebody last week, and I had to manually add them.
Was it working for the custom values updater or is it just not for the video one?
It's the custom value updater. I just tested that yesterday. So the custom value updater is working, but I don't know about new because we want this to fire off when a new person's account gets created. So I know that the custom value updater is working just because of something I tested yesterday. What I'm now trying to figure out is why is the new account not triggering? And I think the custom value is for that, but I got to find the account first. I'm so sorry. My thing is moving really slow. All right, so this is the automation where all of the stuff goes down. It's in this one. So this one. So last week we had a new person subscribe, and her name is sorry, this is so painful.
No, it's all right.
Carrie, I don't think Carrie was the right level though. I think she doesn't get Video Pro. She didn't get the video option. But I'm gonna see if her location got updated because maybe the whole thing is failing. Is it moving slow for y'all too? Or
You know what? Usually when you're streaming live, I know it goes so slow for me.
So yeah, I got the location ID, which is using that same automation. I don't think she qualified for the Premiere. I actually have to look to see.
Can you just go to the automation where she would be added to the
That was it. Hold on. That was it. It's right here. This is the automation that would trigger
okay.
And so what happens is if the tag is this tag right here,
Yep.
is the one that should fire off the adding it to the it's firing
So just
off
click on that one then. Were you able to get it to work in testing?
It worked prior to something. I mean, because I've already tested this. Oh, you know what? Let me rephrase this. It's all coming back to me. Sorry. All right. So here's it's not adding the location to the video. Like that's the thing. It's not the webhook. It's the actual this part that's not, the location is not fire. It's not getting added to the location. Sorry, keep going to the wrong thing. All right, so when you go to your smart reviews, where is it? You don't see it here, do you? Oh, because I'm not. This is like having a devil of a time, like switching. All right, let me slow down. It's not switching to the agency view. All right, so smart review. This is akin to the modem, like. All right. So, all right. There was
So then
two.
video testimonials, yeah.
Well, this this right here, I think is the problem. This was my problem, that the location isn't getting added to the collection. So scratch what I said. It's not the video, it's this. It's not getting added to this list. The people, as the new accounts are getting created. So you just saw that lady, right?
Yeah.
She's not on the list. She is, but her collection isn't getting added. That was what the problem was. I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. I thought it was video, but it's really that. You see, so these are new people.
Okay.
This Carrie Albright, I think I ended up manually doing that, and I can tell that I manually do it because when I manually do it, the text is different. It's like all lowercase when you do it, but then when it's manual, it's uppercase. So I had to go through, and I'm having to go through and add the collection to this to these people. Like this Penny.
Okay.
You see how it's adding it multiple times?
Yeah.
Like these are all recent people that just got added, and the collection isn't coming through. And it's doing it
adding it twice.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's got to be 2 webhooks in there that are firing off for
yeah, and that may have been the case like before I cleaned everything up, but I've cleaned everything up, and this lady, she joined after I cleaned everything up. So I only have the one. I did have two webhooks. Like I had 2 automations when I was kind of switching over.
Okay.
Then I shut everything down, and we only have 1 automation, and still this duplicate happened. Okay, maybe you don't believe me there.
She could be being triggered twice. But that webhook looks like it's probably coming in twice. But let's see.
And then this one, these are, I don't know what these are. I mean, I just feel like I'm cleaning up and deleting, and it's very difficult to like clean this up, like, because then every time you delete, it goes all the way to the top, and then you got to scroll down. Like, so, I mean, I had to clean up like a bunch of accounts 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And these new accounts that are created, I mean, and I promise you, these are probably already in here. It's not sorted, so I gotta find them. Like Palmer Travel, I think maybe that is. So why is it manually doing that? I guess it's just not being consistent.
What is the sub like? Okay, well, maybe what we'll do is we'll just set up you and I'll jump on a call and go through this to see if we can clean it all up and get that working properly.
I mean, I can run a test. I mean, you let me know.
Yeah.
I can run a test new account creation.
I see, just like
adding the collections, huh?
I've got, what is the location ID of your main marketing account? See, name, oh, that was different. Some values. If that would be
I'm going to drop it in chat.
7MOZ. No, I can probably look for that here. I can do it. Yeah, drop it in chat for me, please. Location ID. Okay, and then yeah, so I see them here right now. Probably not a whole lot I can do right at this. I just see uh add project location. So there might be something
I feel like something is adding these on here. Like I have deleted this a dose of travels a couple of times, I feel like. I
custom.
didn't manually add these because
What
these
is
are two.
the H3 um
What?
CV custom value?
CV.
Well, no, I'm just looking at in the custom data that gets sent over, you have 8315000. I'm just like when it's add project location, so I'm not even sure. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Where do you see that?
So it's in your automation. It's being sent over.
Let's look. That webhook should only be
Let's just go to, yeah, when they sign up.
all right, it's this one right here. What do you want me to go to?
Just scroll down to the webhook.
The webhook that,
Yeah, go like TPS Premiere or something like that, or whichever one. I
yeah,
don't know if that's the one you're
it
adding.
should be this top one.
Okay, so click on, yeah, okay,
That's
so
the
scroll,
location ID. No,
yeah,
there's one.
scroll to the end of that. Let's go here, custom values updater. And let's see. 157, 159. And so the custom values aren't being updated there. Okay. And then scroll. So the CV locations aren't being added. I'll take a look at that. And then scroll down to,
Collection ID is not being added to.
yeah,
So what's happening is they're getting added, but the collection ID. So then I don't. Then I can't use the custom values because the.
yeah. So I'm gonna make sure that that's firing properly.
So now you can tell me if I have this incorrect, but so I have this custom value webhook that's supposed to add
Yeah,
add the location and then add the collections to the location.
right.
And I have this other custom, this other webhook that's supposed to add the location and add the video pro. I mean, add the video manager to their
Okay.
account as well, right?
So then you have, I just curious what the CV 80 A31500.
I don't remember why I did that. I think
Okay.
when I read the instructions, it was saying that I needed to give some unique something. So I think that I can
Oh,
delete
okay.
it. Just
Yeah, I
means
don't think you need to have that. So you just have the ID for your uh location and then the new location ID. Okay, just I'll take a look at it and then I will jump on a quick call with you and we'll just figure out exactly what's
Do you
not.
think that's something we'll be able to do this week? Because
Yeah, we can for sure.
okay, thanks.
Custom values updater webhooks. Let me take a look on our side here. It's been a little while since I did that. Different value. That's that one. Yeah, location. Location, that's going to be that. Just taking a quick look here. Spouse count ID, that's correct. Update. Grab ID, add location to custom values. Collections to update. Okay. So yeah, you don't, so in the CV one, that's only for adding, I see where you got that from. It was in our examples here where you had example add to the collection right here, and then it had
Yeah.
CV here, but that's only for the collections one. So otherwise you don't need to have that. And then the review location one here. So we have this would be an example of adding. So this one is going to be add project location. This one is also.
So I need there's something wrong in the webhook setup, is what you're saying?
It's no, I was just looking for the add project to the for the video testimonials one. Just seeing I'll just double check our stuff. This webhook here should work if you just update this project here for the video testimonials.
I think the video testimonials is working. I
Okay.
got confused. I think
Just
I'm
the
sorry.
collection.
It's the collection, not because the location is even being added, but the collection is not being added. So now I have to
Okay.
remember to go back and add the collection so that the forms I created work.
Okay, so let me double check that. And then I'll just check our coding on our back end to make sure this one here this is the way you have it laid out, I think. Or you have just the straight string, I think.
Do I need, because you have on that CV, is that for the video or is that for the CV? So
you could try this way too, because this is the updated action equals project, add project location, and then adding your collections in here. So it'll be like 157 dash 125 dash whatever. I mean, you could try that for your different collections.
Do I take it off the back end? Do I
Yeah,
need
so
to
instead of taking it out of this URL and putting it in right here too.
Okay.
That could possibly work. I'll test it on our end too, and
Okay.
then I'll just check to see if there's any kind of weird thing between the old way of doing it, which was just the straight URL, versus the one with the custom data.
All right. I don't know that I'm following what I need to make a change on.
Okay. In to run after SaaS purchase, that's the one we're looking at. You're grabbing the ID already. And then this one is, so for example, add location to custom values updater. This is the webhook here. We have the project ID right here, and the action is add project location. And then here we have custom values. We have the ID. This is your account ID, and then this is the custom value collections that you want to add.
So I need to, so what I had on the video, you're saying take that off the video webhook and add this to the CV webhook. Add the project ID, but that CVV should be equal to the collection number.
Yeah, this would be equal to the collection. So you wouldn't do it on the video one, you would do it on the custom values one. It was weird because I thought we had that working, but maybe it clearly wasn't working on your end. So yeah, if you want to share your screen again, we could take a look at that again right now.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so this is the webhook for the custom value updater. So the collections are at the end right now. So what you're saying is add a new and call that
do CV, just CV once. The only one.
Right, like that.
Yeah, and then go to the end of your collections there.
And then put these here.
Yeah.
There, and then remove it at the end.
Yeah, and then you could remove the CV one. And then get rid of location equals location ID.
Location, this part.
Yep.
And the ampersand, right?
Yep. And then you could also put the ID down here as well.
What's that, 667?
Yeah, 667.
Delete that?
Yeah, and you can remove that from there too.
And that should be it. So project equals 7.
Yep. And then save action.
Action equals that.
Yep. And then you could test running someone through that.
All right,
Again,
I will.
someone that you know.
All right, I'll test it. I'll test that part again and see if it's doing what it needs to. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, see if that works. And I will take a look because I know in our backend it says that it just has that one long URL that has it, which should work, but this should also work. So I will I'll do some testing on my end too, just to make sure nothing has gone wonky.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks for your patience. Well, I was away last week. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Marco, I know you had your hand up there for a little bit. How are you doing, man? I haven't seen you for a while. I'm going to. Oh, you're muted.
There we go. Now you can hear me.
Yeah,
I
how's it
mentioned, thank God I'm doing better. It's been a couple of rough months. My mom got diagnosed with cancer again,
Oh
so
man.
that's always a big hit on the family. She survived it twice. It's breast cancer, but she's older, 2 chemos in. She doesn't really want to do the chemo anymore. We're trying to find other holistic solutions, but you have to come to understand that death is the only sure thing in this life. We can change everything on the way, but you can't change death. You can prolong it, but you can't change it.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah. No,
let
change
me
is.
share my screen. I got back on board. I got
Yeah.
back on board, and I've been trying to put together my reward system for a car wrap and auto tint
Okay.
shop. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm starting to put everything together and get everything in place. But one question here, what's the best size image so everything's uniform as you're creating promotions and rewards?
I
You
just
see how
like I
this
just
like
like to honestly just keep them the same size. So if you're doing 500 pixels by 500 pixels, do that. You know what I mean? And just try to keep all your images that size, or like 500 by 400, or whatever you want to do, but it's just try to keep them all uniform, and then that way they'll look a lot better.
exactly that's it, okay. Now here when I logged myself in as a user, but when I go to earn rewards, this is where it's getting a little freaky on me. See this link here, it was doubling, but I came to the conclusion as we were on the call wait, is it sharing?
Yeah, we
I
see the
forgot which
leaderboard.
screen I'm
Yeah.
sharing. Okay. Do you see the new tab where the business settings is?
Yeah.
So when I put my URL here, I was getting this doubled, this link, your referral link. And then this QR code sends me to a 404 page, and I'm not able to earn points by
It
sharing.
looks like possibly in your referral, go to your referral path, the referral path custom value.
Here?
Is there you should have one that's that says referral path, and let's say it's so look right there, see rewards referral path. Get rid
Yeah.
of the first everything before the first slash and delete the slash too. Or no, keep the slash but delete everything else.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh yeah, you want to keep the rewards referral path.
Keep the report.
Yeah, keep the ending path.
Yeah.
So just put it back the way it was. So you want to have slash rewards referral path, whatever you called it. What was the
I think it was rewards referral path.
yeah, you can just check back on the other page and you'll see.
Gotcha. This one.
Yeah, so copy that rewards referral path. Yeah, so
With
you
the
don't need the ref
backslash.
ID. Does you need the slash? Yeah, you'll need the slash.
To put that in here.
Yeah. And then get rid of the ref ID. question mark. Okay, and then up at the top, go to the domain. Now put your domain in there.
With the www.
However you have the page, the funnel page is set up. So if you're using a URL with www, then put www. If you're not, then don't.
Okay, no, I thought that was an issue a while ago too.
Okay, so
Okay.
click on your other page. Yeah, get rid of the dot. And then just
Here
go
we
back to
go.
your other page for 1 second.
Okay, wait. Here?
No, the one on the left. Yeah, right there. No, up, tab. Yep. So yeah, so just gbautocare.com. It doesn't look like you're using www.
Okay.
So yeah, and then hit save.
While it's saving, the ledger board up top, I do recall you were a few months back. We can't change this. I don't remember how to do that. It worked
Yeah,
for now
there's custom
fine.
CSS in our backend. In our backend admin, and if you go to docs.ghl smart scripts, I feel like it's been a while since you've been in here, but if you go docs.ghl smart scripts.com, you'll see all the new updated docs too on everything for loyalty and rewards. So it'll have videos in there, and there's a section in there about customizing your leaderboard, and you'll be able to see all the CSS and everything. So yeah, so if you're back here, if you're in rewards location, see it says add custom CSS. Right at the
Yep.
top green there. So you can use this to customize and brand your leaderboard.
Do you have on the info to kind of just change basic colors, or where do we get that CSS
Yeah, if you go
information?
to docs.ghl smart scripts, where is here?
I did see that link. I had it open a little while
Yeah,
ago, you know
if
that.
you go to this specific link here, that should um show you, get you started anyways on how to update the CSS.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a little bit of tutorial on how to find the CSS classes if you want to update other things inside of there as well.
Awesome. Really, Jason, congratulations, man. You did an amazing job putting all this together for us.
Man,
You really
you're
detailed
welcome.
the videos and just help docs and examples and everything else.
Yeah,
Um,
we're working more and more on the help docs and everything just to make everything more accessible too. Awesome.
so this
So if you
this
refresh that page, your referral ID, you know what, your referral ID should show up there as well. If it doesn't, send me a message. And then we'll try logging in and make sure everything works.
okay. I think I was able to book a 15-minute call with you later, a little bit later today.
Okay. Yeah, so
Then we
just
can
test it
get
out and see if it works. It looks like you're using a little bit older version of the snapshot, but that should still work. That should still be fine.
the reason I did that was because since I tried to go instead of with the restaurant to one that I know is a little bit more advanced, but this is the older one, but it was more focusing on the home services.
Yeah.
I mean, should I maybe go that route or just
No,
I
it's
think with the
fine.
home
It's fine. There's not much difference. It's just yeah, just want to make sure that it's working for you.
and these here, the social shares, I'm having a little trouble, and then where I'm completely lost is over here on these settings, on the social settings, on
Yeah.
like when, yeah, I
You have to fill those things out for your social share. Those are like basically the titles and the subjects and stuff like that for the different social share pages for the
is there
social share.
is there an example in the docs? kind of what those
Um,
values?
I don't know if there is. But anywhere it says title or subject is going to be the title or the subject of your social media post, and wherever it says body is going to be like the content of the post that's going to get shared out. So subject, body, and then there's commercial stuff in there too, which you can um I'll see if I can make that more clear as well. What I was thinking
Because
is, yeah, there's a couple things that overlap there, but
because what I'm trying to do is I'm getting this tint and car wrap shop, but he's bringing on board a mechanic shop and other auto care
yeah,
things. So the idea is to have get him going. So I kind of have a demo and the people he's talking to, they can see what's going on, but mostly to be able to do like one kind of master one where it's kind of like it's in Green Bay. So it's kind of like it's the Green Bay five-star
yeah,
pros. So it'll be like one general promotions or loyalty program with rewards, but each individual business has their own that they're kind of sharing. Like the plumber can share with the electrician, the car tint guy can share with the mechanics, and they can kind of try to share each other's lists,
yeah, okay.
kind of like pastry
Yeah, I
activation.
hear you.
Trying to go that way.
Okay. Well, just yeah, it looks like you have mostly everything set up, but here is just like the social subjects. And I don't know if I actually have I
Now,
know there's some
how do
custom
we
values.
preview what gets sent out? Like I know here are the subject and the bodies and the
You
headlines.
just need to go through, like, you'll see it once you fill out those values and you go to do the social share in the back end, it will populate those values for you. There's something, can you copy that URL and send it to me? The gbautocare.com. I can
Yeah,
take that in. I'll go through it too and um see if I can sign up to be a rewards member and test things out to check it out. Slash rewards.
yeah, I got this one right here. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll give it a test and see how things go. All right. Yeah, it looks like you're probably just missing a couple little things there, but it should be like it should be set up and running for you pretty shortly.
Awesome, awesome. I know. Remember, we've done quite a bit of modifications with the account and demos, so it's everything is there. Just so much of it, just putting the last little details together.
Yeah, for sure. And then you can have a demo for them for sure. So I
Awesome,
just
awesome.
signed up. It just sent me the right links. Let's go
Now,
here.
Jason, it was doubling on like on the confirmation email. It was getting double sent on like where it's like the text body, and then it's like say coming from the business, it would come up twice. Would
For
that be
which?
when you get the confirmation email when you sign up? It has the
Um,
body and then the text at the bottom where it says GB Enterprise Auto Care. It was doubling it up when I was doing some testing.
I just signed up through the rewards registration and I only got one email. Um,
The email is only one. I'm saying like on the body of the email, where it's kind of like the signature or the closing of the email, it was doubling up for some reason.
oh yeah, I don't see that here. Like it's showing properly here. And then I logged in and my referral ID and everything is working as it should as well. So like here's so you can see here's the email that I just got for joining.
Yeah. Mhm.
Here's the leaderboard. It's not doubling up anything in here for me. So
Yeah, I've been tweaking it back and forth and
okay.
wondering to watch the video, but it turned out pretty good. I think it's just a couple little maybe tweaks here
Yeah,
and
and then
there.
in here, so this is showing up properly now. If I click on
Oh
that,
yeah, right
open
on.
a new window. Just make sure that this rewards referral path. You need to make sure that you have a page set up for rewards referral path. So normally it's like slash work with us, but if you change that, if you have to have a funnel that says rewards referral path as your URL, okay?
But what funnel would that be?
It's the work with us one. I mean, whatever you want to call it. So if you change the path that you want to send it to a different site, let's go to rewards. You need to, or else just leave it as the work with us. Put it back to work with us.
I didn't even know I changed it.
So in here, there's the rewards work with us funnel. And the URL path
Yeah.
for that is slash work with us. Here. And then this is the capture page. So this is like your offer page after when somebody refers somebody. But some people,
Yes.
the reason why we made it so you can change the path is because some people already have their own templates already designed and everything for their referrals. So you can change this, you can change the path. Now, if you're going to use this page, that's fine. But if you want to use a different path, then you're going to have to come into settings and then change this to rewards referral path. Does that make sense?
That's where I just made the changes on the ledger board.
Yeah, that's where
Where do
you
I
on
change it?
in the custom values. Yeah. So in your custom values, you change you said the referral path when you're referring people is going to rewards referral path. But you need to make sure you have a funnel that leads to rewards referral path.
So the rewards referral path is to work with us today. This
Yeah,
funnel
that's
here.
yeah, the that you would put in, yeah, just the work with us is the default.
On the main power tools.
Yeah, there should it should have auto-filled it there for you, but I'm gonna check why that didn't. It looked like some of the things didn't autofill properly. So I'm gonna take a look. But yeah, the work with us is the path that you should be using if you're not making additional changes.
I love how it pulls everything and creates that work with this page. Because I did attach the domain to it, but I have to change the path, but
Yeah, so you just need to make sure, yeah, if you change the path, then you won't get that 404 error anymore. So if it went to yeah, work dash with dash us, then you'll see that it'll go to the page here, and then you can customize this page as your offer page for when somebody signs up as a referral.
okay.
So you just want to make sure you do that, and then your QR code and everything should work as well. This should autofill details in there. I didn't put a name in, so that's why I think, and then redeem rewards. Yeah, and then you can go through and customize stuff. But yeah, but you're mostly there.
Oh, and the points issue. I've been all over that. Do you recommend a certain amount, Jason? I'm trying to go 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, and the numbers just get crazy. What have you seen works?
We have that in our Google stuff there in Google Sheets. We do have a points calculator where you can go through and
That is
kind of determine how much points is. But it's essentially you wanted to figure out how much is 1 point worth, and then how many points do you want to give if you're offering a service. So if you're offering a service in here under redeem rewards, or you're giving them something for that, how much is that service worth and what's the dollar value, right? So then how many points do you want people to redeem in order to get that? So if you're doing 1 point per dollar, 1 point for every dollar that they can redeem, then you just figure out and something is worth $25, then you'd make this 25 points, if you're giving away a point. If you're going by thousands, $1 is worth 1,000 points, then you could be like, okay, well, you're going to need 25,000 points in order to redeem that. And then you just make your points program deliver those amount of points throughout their thing. So every time they come and get their car fixed, they're gonna earn 2,500 points or something like that. And then the 10th time they come in, they can get something that's worth whatever. So you just want to figure out your points value versus your dollar value.
But the document that you put together, thank you so much, Jason. You solved a lot of the questions in terms of how many points can they get within 24 hours by actually put, just forwarding, on social media to where, yeah, they have a limit, and that's just kind of like to get it, keep everybody going. But it's not like yeah, that one is just, wow. That's days and hours of thinking, trying to put it
Yeah, well, that's
together.
it. That's it.
That
Just
was
so
really
you know, and
awesome.
actually, one of our clients put this together when they were trying to figure out their points program, and it's a huge benefit. It's a huge help. So here, I'll share this into the group here again, into chat.
That is
There.
priceless. Priceless.
Yeah, so that'll help you
I'm
out a
trying
lot.
to I'm trying to figure out how to put that into a GPT,
You
so
can
we can
you
all
you can
use.
just you can just go into ChatGPT and you can say, hey, we're rolling out a points program for an auto tint place. What kind of points should we give for every step of the process? You know, and then ChatGPT will just spit out a bunch of numbers and stuff at you too that are just like, okay, well, you give this many points for this. But really, the big thing is just figuring out how many points do you want to give per dollar. And then once you know that 1 point is worth this many dollars, then when you're creating your rewards, you can say, okay, this reward is worth $50. So if 1 point is worth 1,000 points, or 1 point is or $1 is worth 1,000 points, okay, well they're gonna it's gonna cost them $50,000, 50,000 points, you know, in order to redeem for this item. That's all that this does here is just essentially makes it so you can figure out how much everything is worth, and once you convert points to dollars, then just multiply, yeah, however much something is that they're giving away by how many points they need, and you're pretty good to go there. Then you can give rewards points. Okay, well, how long is it going to take them to earn these things? If they're going to get one every time they check in, this is it. If they're going to give points for transactions, then we just multiply. They spent $125. We're going to multiply that by 1,000, and they get 125,000 points. You know, or something like that. You know, or however you want to do it. If you want to give points per dollar, or you know, so that's what you just got to figure out is how many points is a dollar worth.
Definitely, definitely.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna jump over to Joanna. If how are you doing, Joanna? How are things going?
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome, man.
Jason, I have been waiting, bro.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see your hand up there. So yeah,
Uh,
Courtney, okay. Let's just what do you got, man?
so I was just I actually put together I did the thing for my daughter, but what's happening now, and I don't know what I did wrong. I'll share my screen right quick.
Uh,
All of the links are going to full errors. I think you kind of touched base on it
Oh,
just
it's probably
now,
yeah, probably very similar to what we just talked about with Marco there.
but I kind of missed it at the same time. So if you look at every last one of these buttons, even home, is going to full error.
Oh,
So
okay. You know what? Yeah, go back into your funnel. There's a weird thing happening with that occasionally happens with high level. Go into your go into that go into sites.
okay,
It doesn't normally happen, but I've seen it sometimes happen, and it's pain. Um
the funnel.
yeah, and go into scroll down to find the dashboard one. No, just find the yeah, that one. Yeah, go in there. Go into, doesn't matter, click on home screen and then go to edit. Yeah, it doesn't have, it's just a case. Yeah, when doing some of these global blocks. So click on the block at the top, the navigation,
Mm-hmm.
click on the right hand menu, or go over to the right,
Mm-hmm.
scroll down. Okay, so click on, you're already on home. Click on your rewards, click on edit, like click the little edit button.
Yep.
see the funnel step? It's like blanked out. So click on the funnel step and then
And then
go to earn rewards, or your rewards dashboard is the first one.
up rewards
Oh, it's like the
that.
fifth one down. Yeah. Click that and then hit submit. And then do earn rewards.
Okay, so you got to go through and set all
Yeah,
of those.
normally you don't, but I have seen like a high level glitch when you install a snapshot that the navigation doesn't fully populate. So click on earn rewards and then do the same thing and then click the select the earn rewards funnel step.
Okay. Yeah, I can go through and do that later. But
Yeah. So that'll fix it.
okay. And then another question I had is
Yeah.
why are these numbers coming behind?
Um,
Because like if I go to and I try to disassociate
yeah.
the thing with any other.
Oh, because you know what? It's the
See how this coming?
so okay, so under settings, if you click on settings, rewards is the same as rewards here. So every funnel has like three different URLs to get to the same page. Okay, so there's rewards right here that's going to take you to that page. But if you have your first funnel step set as rewards, it's going to add the numbers at the end. So if you scroll up,
Okay.
go back to steps. And then just change that to say like my rewards or something like that. Click on the gear icon. Then it'll get rid of those numbers. But the thing is, yeah, high level, you have this first funnel step named the same as the entire funnel. Um,
Can I do that?
yeah. Yeah, and then that'll fix that.
Okay. And lastly, I have a question. So lastly, I heard you mention earlier about accepting payments through high level.
Yeah.
Do you know? So right now I have a situation whereas I'm talking to a municipality that I'm doing some automations for, and they want to implement. Like I know how to connect Stripe and all that other stuff, but like say like for their particular system, I forgot what the name of it, but the name of the company is Govolution. So they have a payment gateway that's specifically for municipalities. How do I go in? The lady told me that there's a possibility to link it to it, but where do I go to create that? How do I can I create that Marion, so to say, of the payment gateway to the actual forms inside high level?
It is, if they don't have it yet, it should be coming out soon with authorized.net. So I think they just announced that authorized.net is available. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But you'll be able to connect third-party payment processors usually through authorized.net.
Okay. Okay.
So if they have their own payment gateway,
Yeah,
yeah,
there
so
it
like
is.
authorized.net there, yeah, under payments. So then you can click connect there. It's not under integrations. That's kind of weird. But if you go back to payments, then you should be able to connect them through authorized.net. And most payment gateways will have, or the payment processors will have a connection with authorized.net so that you can bring that in and do online payments.
Okay. Okay.
So you just ask them for
That's
that.
all I got, bro. That's it.
Awesome.
I appreciate
Okay.
your help.
Well, thanks for your patience. Too,
All right.
it's a big group today.
Yeah.
Joanna, jump back over to you again. Thanks for patience there. Hanging on.
No worries, no worries.
How are things going today?
I'm good. My VA is on, Paola. I've sent her a couple of messages. She hasn't seen my messages. So um so
I'm here. I'm
Paola,
here.
are you ready to like ask any questions to get us situated and set up?
Okay, I'm trying to get all of the context as possible because I have to implement all the tools. So I'm looking at everything.
Have
What
you
would
gone
be
through
our
the
first
trainings and
step?
stuff like
Yep.
that?
Huh?
Have you gone through the training or any of the training
Um,
modules?
I've started
I
to
would
look over
suggest
the
start like, so what are you trying to get set up first? Or what do you have a
rewards
plan of
program.
like which pieces you want to get installed?
I think, Joanna, you wanted rewards program
Okay.
Yeah. I think rewards and then the reviews.
Okay.
reviews.
Yeah, so if you're going to do rewards and reviews, install the reviews standalone snapshot. That's the best way to go with that, because the other one has a referral program in there, but with rewards you already have a really good referral program. So use the standalone reviews, and then install the rewards program. And for Joanna, probably the restaurant one is really good for like restaurant and retail, so it would make sense to install that one.
So I look over training, loyalty, and rewards.
Yeah, in the docs.ghl smart scripts, there you should have a good collection there. And then make sure you're also added to our Slack channel. I think it's
I'm in. I'm in your Slack.
okay. If anybody else isn't in the Slack channel, I think you can click on that link that I just put in chat. That'll bring you over to the Slack channel.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, so okay. Yeah. So Paula, as you're going through it, if you have any questions, let me know, and post questions in the Slack channel because we're fairly active in there. And then if not, go through the training anyways. Go through the training and work at setting stuff up, and then we'll be on Thursday as well. I think the big thing is if you're setting up the reviews plus rewards, then do the standalone reward system or standalone review system. And then I would suggest for artistic apparel to do the restaurant rewards snapshot, which will cover 99% of everything. It'll cover everything that you want to do in there, without like doing like some of the other ones just have extras in there which won't even make sense, like service providers and stylists and chiropractors and stuff like that, which wouldn't really make sense to you guys because you guys do more of a retail type setting.
So 3 different snapshots to download. Is
No,
that
just
what I'm
two,
looking?
just the review standalone, and then the
The
restaurant
restaurant.
rewards.
Gotcha, because the rewards is inside of the
Yeah,
review. Okay, or inside of the restaurant. Okay.
yeah,
So,
it's yeah, that'll make sense.
okay.
And then that way, if you guys want to do like the promotions and do your like digital flyer with your SMS campaigns and stuff like that out to your customers, which I 100% would, because if you guys always would have those little deals about like purchasing promo items and doing stuff like that, send those out to your customers, right? And be messaging them all the time about different things that they can get printed, because a lot of people, they want to get that stuff done, but they just don't even remember what they can do or who to message or whatever. So it's just, and then coming up holidays, yeah, totally. Like do some campaigns around, getting shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff printed out for Christmas and as giveaways to people's customers. Cool. All right, you
Agreed.
guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys are hanging out with us today. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys sticking it out last week while we were away doing all the level up type stuff. And other than that, I look forward to guys chatting with you guys more, and we'll probably see you guys on Thursday. All right. Okay.
We missed you.
Yeah,
You were
man. We
having
miss
a
you guys
good
too.
time at the summit.
It was good. It was a lot of fun. Great to connect with so many people that I saw in the high level community that someone would say, "Hey, can I give you my card?" And they were like, give me their card and have their name on it. I'm like, oh, I know you. You do this stuff. And they're like, what? You know who I am? I'm like, yeah. It's awesome. And then we'd end up going for lunch and stuff and just make really good connections, right? So it was really cool. And just yeah, just a lot of fun. I have a blast with those things. It reminds me of when I used to be a bouncer, working in some clubs. Just having people all around all the time. And one of the best things I used to love was just like saying hi to everybody, high fives. Every time you see one person, every time you see them, give them a little fist bump, it was fun. Anyways, I enjoyed it. And good chat. Took a couple days to kind of get we all work from home. So a lot of us work from home. So you get into that like little hermetized shell of not talking to people, but a couple days of going out and chatting with people kind of brings you back out. So it's nice. Okay, awesome, you guys. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you guys soon.